Cry of Fear is an incredible survival horror game that touches upon many deep and disturbing themes. Simon Henriksen's mental state being at the forefront of the game's twisted psychological story, of course. But what if I told you that there was even more twisted, sick narratives that can be found in the environment of this game, and one in particular that will genuinely make your skin crawl? Cry of Fear's apartment serial killer is a standout piece of environmental storytelling, and today I'm going to cover exactly that. This is the full story of Cry of Fear's child murderer. Now, Cry of Fear has some great atmosphere in the game, and the story itself of course centers around Simon Henriksen. But in an early section of the game, in the apartments, you can actually stumble across a secondary narrative that isn't related to Simon at all. And this story is of a serial killer, one who has been luring children to himself and then killing and eating them. This narrative of the serial killer is told throughout the entire time we spend in the apartments, and it's excellent at giving this area more of a personality. So first, upon entering the sketchy dimly lit apartments, we find a note on the ground, titled My Secret Note 1, and this note is essentially a messed up children's nursery rhyme about how the serial killer is abducting children, with the note ending off with the lines, "Come here little child, come to me, the bushes whispered softly, they say curiosity killed the cat." This sadistic messed up note really sets the tone for what kind of psycho we are dealing with here, and mind you, we have just entered the apartments. Now walking into a nearby open apartment, and we see bags of trash thrown around the place, and one of these bags suddenly springs to life. It's a small childlike creature that's wrapped in garbage bags and armed with two small kitchen knives, and it looks to be the manifestation of the sorts of children from the serial killer's note. These children are clad in garbage bags as they were thrown away after being dealt with, and I feel awful seeing these children. They're so angry and violent, and it's gotta be because of what happened to them. Now going down the floor, and we find another child creature that runs towards us, attacking us violently. Maybe these creatures see us as the killer who took its life, and it's lashing out because of that and fear. On this same floor, we find another note left behind by the serial killer, titled My Secret Note 2. This time the note is even worse, as we hear more inner thoughts from our killer, with the note opening with the lines, "Those little kitties are so cute, they look so lovely, I just want to touch them." This horribly gross tone is then dropped as the note reads, "But then those parents come, that's why I have to kill them." And I think this also means our serial killer isn't just going after the children, but their parents too. And what's next is going to send a shiver down your spine. This is where things with our serial killer go from 1 to 100 real fast. Just to the left of the note is a door. Upon entering it, we are met with the serial killer's lair, and it's a horrific sight. Garbage bags litter the floor, all of various sizes, and you can imagine what's inside them. And along with this, and most disturbing of all, we see pictures cover the walls of the various victims of the serial killer. There are so many people here. Some are numbered, or some have comments attached to them, such as really old, can't remember, rotted too quick, might be an axe or just knife, tasted bad. So this also partially confirms he was eating his victims. But midway through examining this ungodly sight, suddenly the lights go out and the windows smash, along with the sounds of footsteps fleeing from us. It's as if someone didn't want us in here. And for how low quality these images are, they are very disturbing to me. They're so uncanny and strange. The bodies shown in them have the right amount of human features, while also just not being quite right. And these pictures don't only feature bodies, sometimes it's just bloodstained areas, and it's like the killer is proud of its work and wants to show them off. It's almost like he's trying to remember family memories or something. Upon exiting the room, we get a jump scare of several of the child monsters. It's as if they are haunting this area. After fighting our way through more creatures and obtaining a gun, which made me feel a bit safer, we come to yet another note, titled My Secret Note 3. This note opens with the lines, "Now as I need to kill some kitties, I stuck the elevator in the hall, so only personnel can access it by a secret code. I guess no kitty will find that out, so they will just have to take the stairs." This sicko is now playing with these children mentally, giving them delusions of hope before ripping them away, as well as forcing us down the same route as the children since we can't take the elevator either. After we explore the apartments a bit more, looking for the secret code, we can find another note, titled My Secret Note 4. This note simply details the process of killing someone, how it was quote unquote good kill, that it was easy to cut comparing it to cutting food with a knife, which is another point that shows the cannibalistic side of our killer, comparing humans to cuts of meat. Now as we make our way down to the basement to look for the secret code, we can find the serial killer's kill room, equipped with ropes, chains, a bloody chair, and a vent in the floor for cleaning up pools of blood. Upon a nearby table in the kill room, we can find a videotape, which is the key to finding the code we need. Heading back to the serial killer's apartment, and we can insert the tape into his TV. And this is where we see the man behind all the torment. We get a clear look here at our serial killer, while he's doing what he does best. We can see he has someone prepped and ready in his kill room in the chair, and after pacing back and forth for some time, he grabs a nearby garden shearer and proceeds to decapitate his victim. After this, the victim slumps over headless. He proceeds then to look down, almost enjoying his work, taking in the view of what he has done. The tape then cuts and reveals the secret code we need. It's actually wrote on this headless man's torso in blood, but be sure to memorize it quickly since the serial killer drags away his body, leaving only the severed head in frame. Now going back to an earlier cutscene, we see a dead body in a bathtub, which this person had been texting Simon guiding us towards the apartments. Or maybe he was luring us, since the corpse in the bathtub looks very similar to the man featured in the videotape. I mean, they look identical. So this dead body appears to be our serial killer. Was he trying to lure Simon like his usual victims? Was he stalking us throughout the apartment, leaving those notes for us to find? So many awful what if scenarios are playing in my head, but at least he's dead. With the code in hand now, we can finally get out of his apartments, after a boss fight of course. And now reflecting on it, this is a great way to do environmental storytelling. The devs told a cohesive narrative around this killer while we explored the entire apartment building, and it was also necessary for the plot moving forward as it gave us clues to creatures we fought and where to go next. And these psychotic notes are just so burned into my memory from this game, making this section just unforgettable. The way we get a deeper look into the killer's mind and how we see the actual proof of his crimes in his rooms gives me chills just thinking about it. And I mean, I also felt really uneasy knowing the creatures I was fighting against were poor innocent kids who never did anything wrong. And for being such a small opening section, the apartments here are seriously incredible and very atmospheric. If this had just been any old apartments with some spooky creatures running around and missing the serial killer subplot, I feel like the section wouldn't be half as memorable. And come to think of it, these apartments are based on the apartment Simon lived in. So that makes it only more disturbing that there's potential he was living near or next to a serial killer. I wonder, could Simon hear him commit his heinous acts? I sure hope not. So with this, the video comes to a close. If you would like to see me make more videos about Cry of Fear, let me know down below. And anyways, I will see you in my next video. Peace.